Hi everyone, how are you? Sorry, I haven't looked at this yet. It's way off though. Okay, it's somewhat centered. Kind of. I like it. Well, maybe not. Almost like it. Sorry. Okay, I guess that's good enough. So how is everybody? I hope you're fantastic. Doing well. This is gonna get on my nerves. Sorry. There we go, that was the problem. I gotta stretch my back out. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing really good. Having a good night and enjoying the last few minutes of 2023. Good riddance. I'm glad to see it go. I'm really glad to see it go. I'm glad to see all of my last 48 years go. I know. Let me scoot this over. That might make it easier. Yeah. It actually kind of does make it easier, doesn't it? Sorry, with this horizon line, it's gotta be right or it'll drive me nuts. Anyways, it's so quiet. Oh, that's why it's New Year's. That's why I haven't heard any train whistles blowing today. It's New Year's Eve. They're probably not running much. It is like quiet. But I took a walk and that was really nice. I mean, really nice. I'm glad I went. I wasn't going to, but I'm glad I did. It was nice to get out and I don't know, anything I do listening to headphones, I swear I have a good time. Any job I can get where I can listen to headphones, I'm fine. I can do anything with headphones. Like, and really enjoy it. So anyways, yeah, it was a really good walk with my headphones. I'm in love with my headphones. Not like you, Andre, but I am in love with my headphones. Wow, so what's going on? Things may seem a little prickly right now, but it's an illusion. Everything's an illusion. It's dropping now, though. It is crazy the amount of enlightenment I am seeing around me. Like, it's just seems like it's just yesterday people didn't have the vocabulary that they have now. Gosh, I have to stretch my back out. Sorry, hold on a second. I don't know why my back's really mad right now. Okay. A little bit of child's pose. Maybe I'll just switch positions for a minute. Anyway. But my new shoes did really good on the walk too. They remain comfortable, which, as you know, doesn't always happen with new shoes. They're comfortable when you put them on, but then when you walk a few feet, it's like, oh, shizzle. But they're really good. Really good. I could even put 2 pairs of socks on, but they're not too floppy without. They're just perfect. Like the toe box is nice and big. I don't know about you guys, but I like a big toe box. I like to be able to wiggle my toes. Like Pippi Longstocking. I love Pippi Longstocking. You guys know who that is? She's my favorite when I was a kid. Like, I wanted to be Pippi Longstocking. I wanted a ship with a bunch of animals on it, and I wanted to be left alone. No adults. I was Pippi Longstocking for Halloween. I think a couple times. It was my thing. Put wire in your hair and you can make your braids stick out. It was cute. Little monkey stuffed animal. She was a sea captain. Pippi Longstocking was. She had her own ship with a bunch of animals, almost like Noah's Ark or something. It's interesting. If Star Wars really happened, then Pippi Longstocking really happened too. I'll bet. I'll bet you Pippi Longstocking exists. Or has existed. It's funny how your imagination is realer than reality. Reality, we'll call it. My hair is all soft. I took a shower. I fucking love that. Before I sleep on it. When I sleep on it, it doesn't, I don't know why, it's just not as soft after that. It gets all roughed up. I've been thinking about you, Andre. I haven't read your stuff yet online. I wanted to come on live. I will later though. I wanted to post a few shorts and, you know, get on here and hang out with you for the new year. We get to ring the new year in together. It's amazing. Okay, it could be better, but it's still amazing. I feel you. So, that's great. I've been feeling you for a long time. I just didn't know it was you. It's kind of strange. But now I know it's you because I know your energy really well now. I mean, I kind of did before too, but I was lying to myself. I was confused, we'll put it that way. We both were. So I got all my supplies for tomorrow. in case I don't make it to a store. I know Andre worries about that. I love that you worry about that stuff. Because I never do. I screw stuff like that up. I'm always looking for a store when it's closed. Damn it. But I was prepared for Christmas this year, and I'm prepared for New Year's Day now too. I'm ready. I got nicotine, I got THC, I got Andre, and I got food. And then I got, yeah, and I got that. I got hope for the future. I'm optimistic that this will be my last New Year's spent alone for a while at least, till we go on another mission. Trying to maneuver my feet in this small hole. Okay. So I got I got new phone cord. It's really long. So now I don't have to worry about charging while I'm doing lives. So that's pretty cool. And they're so cheap. They're just so cheap. And I got one for my roommate because they come in packs of 3. She likes the iPhones too. So I got her a nice charger. She's always come in to see me to borrow my charger. So she needs one. I want to tell you what's going on with her right now, but I'm not gonna. I'll talk to you about it later. Her boyfriend's in a little bit of trouble. He's young. Obviously. So, but I'll tell you more later. Gosh, it's so quiet. I don't know if it's because I've been listening to loud music for a couple hours or what. It's just so quiet. I can't wait to get another phone. I'm gonna need another phone at this rate because my phone, you know how when you record and delete on phone, at least iPhones are like this. You do it enough times, then you just don't have any memory left. It gets all fragmented, filled with crap. Like, I have hardly any, like, I literally deleted everything off my phone. I don't even have my artwork anymore. I deleted everything because for some reason it was all like live photos. So it takes up too much flipping memory. And it doesn't matter, I can make more artwork, but so I just deleted everything. And it's still, like I had 6 shorts on there and it was too many. That's not good. So the phone's going to shit again. I had my last one do the same thing. This one had double the storage. This one was 32 gigabytes. The last one was 16. And so this one I thought it would be a little better, but whatever. It's not. But it's okay because I do want to have 2 phones anyway so I can listen to music while I'm recording. That would be so nice. And obviously, just because it doesn't have storage, it'd still work for music. So, but I shut it off and everything, in case you're wondering. I shut it off. Oh, I love you so much, Andre. But yeah, I shut it off to try to clear it, and I was able to. The thing is I can get stuff on there, and then it will. I can't see that, but I still love you. I can get stuff on there, but then it won't export because it's too full. So then I have to delete things to get it to export, and I'm down to like not having anything on there anymore. So anyways, it's still workable. It's just slowly getting worse. So I gotta do something about it soon. At least I got, like, all the clothes I got, will work. I love the pants I got, and the shoes. I love the shoes too. And both the sweaters are good too. Good enough for now. I just don't, I'm like, half of the clothes that I own, I don't like the fabric. I'm picky about fabric. It's hard for me to get stuff offline because there's just no way of really telling, unless it's coming from like Eddie Bauer or LL Bean or something, and they're always cotton. So, and even if it's just like a lot cotton, you know, or like the majority cotton, I'm good. But if it's like pure plastic, I don't know. It'll work for showbiz. Let's just say that. It'll work for showbiz, and it'll work for now. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at it like a costume in a way, because I'm trying to appeal more to the audience, I guess. And when I say that, I mean Andre, but Andre would like me to appeal more to the audience. It's a group effort. It's a group effort, right, buddy? I love you. I've always wanted to dress up for you, though. That was something, you know, I wanted to do for you anyway. 'Cause, yeah, it's different. That's different. What else? It's New Year's Eve. What does that mean? It's damn near a full moon. Did you see it tonight? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I should have gotten video of it. It just doesn't do it justice, but it was so beautiful. I just love the moon and the stars and the trees, like anything that God made. I just love so much. I don't know. It's so crazy. And like even artwork, to me, it's like God. It is God. I just love artwork for that reason too. It's just like nature. It's just like looking at nature. It's another creation of God. Another fractal of God. The all. Great Spirit. Ooh, chills. I got chills. Oh, I need to do some yoga tonight. Feels so good. The energy feels so flipping good. It's amazing. It's like perfect manifestation vibe energy. I don't have any worries or any doubts, any fears. It's just perfect. My bags are almost packed. I don't know where I'm going or when, but I'm ready. I prefer to remain that way. I always wished I had been more prepared. I could never be too prepared for anything. If I was at home, I would be perfectly prepared right now, but I didn't get perfectly prepared before I left in the first place. That's where I went wrong. But that's okay. I didn't have the bags to do it, or I would have. I wanted to leave, like I have like a little like carry-on roller suitcase thing, but I wanted to leave that for Lily, and it's just like I just wanted my kids to have everything that I have, everything that they might need now that I can't be there for them, and figure it out as we go, you know. That house is prepared. It's ready to go. Everything there is ready to go. So that's good. Not that I think we're going to be staying in, maybe, but I just don't think so. I am not feeling that to be true. But I don't know everything. And things can change, you know. We are co-creating, and the future doesn't exist. So anything could happen, really. I shouldn't say that. That's not true. Anything couldn't happen. You know what couldn't happen? What we're not thinking about. That's not going to happen. We're manifesting powerhouses. So we're going to get whatever we intend to get. You get what you believe. Why is my back so mad right now? It's like spazzing out. I'm getting muscle spasms. It's spazzing out my muscle. Oh, shizzle. Sorry. I'm feeling kind of like out of it. A little bit. A little bit on cloud nine. The energy's very lofty. Flighty. God, I love these shoes. Like, seriously, I like just sitting on the floor with these shoes on. They're that comfortable. They're like slipper comfortable. They're really comfortable. And, like, it's nice because I like to have my shoes on when I walk around the house, so I don't have to take them on and off because they don't bother me. I fucking love them. They're really light. I mean, if they last me 3 months, they were worth it. But they'll probably last at least 6. And the way I wear shoes, they're going to have to last a couple years. I shouldn't say with the way I buy shoes. That's alright. I'll get around to it eventually. Making money. That'll be a good day. I've always been really good at making money. just not saving it. I tried to invest it, but it's like everybody I've ever been with has flipping cleaned me out, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. Everybody takes everything they can on their way out the door, and I have to start over. Yep. I'm good at starting over though, so it's really not that big of a deal. It moves the energy, you know? Like it's like every time I think about something I wish I had for my house, I'm like, no, like, you don't want to bring all that old energy with you. It's probably better I left it behind and I'll just start over. And I don't need much, so it's no skin off my back to start over. And I've got Andre to help me. Thank God. Oh my God, I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you. Thanks for giving a fuck about me. It is highly unusual. Highly unusual. It's actually never happened to me before. That's how unusual you are. You're definitely a unicorn. I can tell how much I've healed. I just don't even care about any of that stuff anymore. It's like doesn't trigger me at all. It does not trigger me at all. I think I like this backdrop better. It's smaller, so the tape will hold it better. And I really don't want it to come down because I don't know if I'll have enough tape to put another one up. I need to get to a dollar store again. Oh, it's crazy. But it is kind of perfect that I figured out the Scotch tape will work though, because it won't put any holes in the wall. And then once I get a roll of Scotch tape, then I can switch tapestries and not put holes in the wall. So that's kind of cool that they're light enough for that. And this is a good one. This is the ocean. I love the ocean and the sun. This is a really good one. It's probably my favorite one right now. I don't know why. Maybe because it's up. But it is pretty, isn't it? I heard you, Andre. Oh, goodness. So now what? What you want to talk about? Us sailing the seas in our Viking boats, our Viking ships. I've been just thinking about that stuff so much, and not like thinking about it, like pondering it, but just like it keeps coming up. Like every time I keep seeing Viking stuff everywhere. Just every, like, synchronicities of Viking stuff. And I feel like we lived as Vikings, like, way more than once. Like, I feel like we're in, like, many different Viking incarnations right now. It just feels really, really heavy over there. You know what I mean? Like, and just all that culture is, like, so ingrained in me. It always has been. It always has been. You know, eye makeup's supposed to um, what's the word I'm looking for? Scare off the evil eye or protect you from evil eye. That's what the Egyptians used black eye makeup for. And I swear, I think I can feel the difference. I'm not kidding. And I also feel like I've always been able to feel the difference. I've always, whenever I've worn makeup, I've always just worn black. And I've always loved it. I just feel like, I don't know, it just feels kind of fake. But when I was in dance, you did or even like plays, all those things, whenever you're on stage, you have to wear fucking makeup. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. That it would be too fake. Because it's really not when you put it on camera. It's all about the aesthetics. It's about the colors and, you know what I mean? And it's about really the contrast. The main thing about wearing makeup on stage is so you can actually see that the person even has eyes. Otherwise, their face just looks like one big, like, blob. So, yeah, it totally makes sense. And I actually feel better with it on. So thank you, Andre. Thank you so much for mentioning that. That was really, really nice of you. Especially because if you wouldn't have said anything, I would have never done that because I wouldn't have wanted you to think I was trying to like attract other men, you know. And it's like when I'm on this channel or on Facebook or anywhere, it's obviously not just you. Even though you're the only one I care to impress. It's compliments from you that are the only ones that mean anything to me. Everything else falls flat. Mwah, thank you. I love you so much. You're so special. And just, I don't know. I just love how, like, good to me you are, and you know me. You know me well. Not just because you've been around me a lot, but just because you're a lot like me and because you take the time to study me. You are studious. And I really appreciate you. It just means so much more when you compliment me because I know that it means something. Even if it's not a compliment, it doesn't matter. Everything that you say means so much. You remind me of my grandpa, Hartwick. He was like that. Every single thing that came out of his mouth meant something, a lot. And so I would just listen, no matter, he didn't talk much, but when he did, I was listening. Everyone listened when he spoke. That's how you are. Like, every single thing you say means something. Sometimes it has more than one meaning to it, 2 or 3. You're like Bob Marley. The way you speak, it's so special. And the fact that you even have any interest in me at all is really special to me. It means a lot. And then when the cherry on the top is you're the only person that's ever really been nice to me. You're my favorite person. So it's really fucking special. Am I getting too sappy? I don't know. I feel like I sound like I'm drunk or something. I'm like, oh, I love you so much. Don't feel left out, everyone. I love all of you. I really do. It just so happens that I love Andre too, and he actually loves me back. It's a really special bond we have. We actually love each other. And that you don't see every day. Andre and I, we know how to love. We just don't know how to find people to love us. It's not our specialty. Up until now. Now we've healed ourselves and we're ready for the real thing. Or at least we're getting there. We're almost healed? I don't know. We're getting close. I know we're getting so close. We are getting so close because I'm not even mad anymore. I was thinking about that earlier. I'm not even mad. And it wasn't that long ago. Actually, I'm just going to start calling him Jesus because he rolls his eyes when I say that. But it's like that's what everyone calls him. Anyways, he rolls his eyes at that. He's like, when I say, I didn't even say Jesus yet. I was just about to say it, and I could just see him out of the corner of my eye, like, oh, she's gonna say it. She's gonna say it. Anyways, Jesus, okay, that's what everybody knows you by. What's the fucking big deal? He doesn't care. He's just fucking with me. God, now what was I talking about? He's cracking up over there. I love Jesus. He cracks me up. He really does. Oh yeah. He was the one reminding me today about how, because I was just like, I'm not fucking mad at anybody. He's like, it's a stark difference from a couple weeks ago. You were ready to flip and kill everybody. And I was just like, he's like, remember how I was telling you were going to have to fucking control your anger? And you were like, why? And then all that came up and I literally did. I didn't lose it, but I definitely had a lot of anger that I had to harness to make sure that nobody got hurt. And, or at least nobody that shouldn't get hurt. You know how I feel about all that. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not dwelling into that anymore. But yeah, like, because I'm not mad about it at all. It's whatever. It was a part of the game. It's like going to see Star Wars and getting mad at Darth Vader. You know what I mean? You might get mad at him while you're in the movie and shit, but you're not going to go home and sit there and simmer how mad at Darth Vader you are. You know what I mean? Especially after the Jedi Force already won, and you know what I mean? Everything's good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. That's how I feel. It's like the end of the movie. We won, and I don't have any hard feelings against the resistance. I just don't. After you win, they just cease to exist. They don't affect your life anymore, so why worry about it? I gotta do this one yoga move. I gotta, twist my back. Hopefully that helps. I don't know why it's, spazzing out so bad. Sorry. Life goes on even when I'm on live. It's alright. No one's paying for this anyway. Well, I shouldn't say that. Andre actually pays for all of my lives. He pays for everything I do. Thank you, Andre. He gives me fat tips. He's a good tipper. Fat tips for all my wisdom, huh? Huh, Andre? Shit, now you're the one teaching me everything I know now. Tables have turned. Now you got me listening. That's good. I love that about you. Many people can get me to listen to anything. No one's really got much to say, but you do. Okay. Hopefully that helps. So, you guys watching the ball drop tonight? Wonder how things are going in New York City. I heard that was not going to be a good scene for New Year's. I heard that from a couple psychics. I don't know. I know I would never go there for New Year's. I don't like people, so tell me there's going to be a bunch of people there. I'm not going to show up unless it's a Grateful Dead concert. Because all the hippies are cool. Pretty much. They're all cool. And anybody who's not gets handled immediately. You know, hippies are actually really good at handling society. They're like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that. It reminds me a little bit of like Native American culture, though. They police themselves. And there's really no problems to police, really. Everybody's happy, and when everybody's happy, nobody does fucked up shit. That's why we're not going to need a government when everything gets turned around and everybody's happy. We're not going to need a government. No one's going to need anyone to tell them what to do, because everyone's going to be doing things that don't hurt anybody else. Because they're not going to be in fear of starvation or lack of shelter. Or the weird things people are, I don't know, people fear weird shit. Those are the things I would fear if I was going to fear something. But I don't even fear that stuff because I've been without both, and I'm still here to talk about it, so it's not going to kill me. I'm not going to worry about it. Absolutely not. That I felt like was one of the biggest blessings I gained from being homeless for a few years, was knowing that, you know, that's kind of like your worst fear, is to be hungry and homeless. And, you know, I tackled that whole thing for 3 years, maybe more, might have been 4, but, yeah, it was 4, but, yeah, there's not, like, after that, there's just nothing. Before that, I was always worried about being homeless because I got kicked out at such a young age from my house, and I was homeless at such an early age, and I always had people that let me crash with them, but I always thought, what if I didn't? What if I didn't? And so I went and found out what would happen if you didn't have any place to crash, and it wasn't that bad. It's not good. Those people need help and compassion, empathy. It's crazy how people attack homeless people. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just the weirdest thing. It's like attacking handicapped people. People love to attack disabled. They love to attack. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just weird. It's weird to me. And the homeless people are actually God's chosen. Most of them, I'm assuming. I know most of the ones that I've met were, if not all of them, best people I ever known in my life. The most enlightened, the most Jesus-like. Like Mark. The most like Mark. My Mark. I love him so much. You would have loved him, Andre. He was real people. He was a pain in the ass a lot, but he was real. He didn't hide anything. Well, he minded his own business. But he didn't hide how he felt about shit. He didn't try to pretend something he wasn't, ever. He was always himself. You never had to guess with him. He never tried to behave just for the sake of behaving. That was annoying. This one time we were going to Chicago, okay? And I think it was like exit 149 to be exact. This is probably the exact story because it's really popping up. We're going to Chicago, and he's got on his instructions, his directions, that we need to get off on exit 149. Maybe it wasn't 149, but we're going to pretend it was. And we are just out of, we just gotten into Illinois, I think. Like literally just over the border. And I'm driving. And there's exit 149. And Mark's like, get off here. I'm like, dude, there's nothing here. We're like in the middle of nowhere. He's like, this is our exit. I'm like, no, it's not. We have to take this road straight into Chicago. He's like, this is our fucking exit. Get the fuck off. And he's like, he's so stubborn. He's more stubborn than I am. I never tried to be more stubborn than Mark because it was pointless. So I'm like, fine, Mark, we'll get the fuck off. So I get off. I pull into the first gas station. I'm not going far because I know this is not our exit. We're in the middle of nowhere, and our exit is literally in Chicago. I would know if we're in Chicago. You know what I mean? Anyways, so, but Mark's drunk or something. I don't know. Maybe on benzos. Benzos made him floofy. Anyways, so we stop at the I stop at the gas station and I make him go in. I said, you go in and you find out where we're going. And he came out and he's like, yeah, this is the wrong exit. It was so funny. He was so cute too, because he'd go on, he'd be like, yeah, this is the wrong exit. Oh, we just got off a little bit early. It's like he wouldn't be like, you were right, I was wrong. He'd just be like, I don't know. You just keep going like it was totally like normal. That we just got off like a half hour before we even got into Chicago. But he would do stuff like that. We'd get in fights about it sometimes because I would just be like, this is so stupid. It was the same with Steve. They'd just be too messed up on whatever. And I was always trying to hold the fort down. Like I was always the one with the driver's license. I was always the one driving. I was always the one sober, you know? And so it was like this stuff used to just get on my fucking nerves. And my patience isn't that great when it comes to dealing with stupid people or really smart people on too many drugs. That they're so stupid, I just want to wring their neck. So, as a matter of fact, Mark and I have gone months without talking before. I told him I was never talking to him again. Because he would just do the stupidest stuff, and I was going to end up getting arrested over it. You know, because we were not always on, like, you know, completely legal. And Mark would do dumb shit, like drink in my car, open intoxicants, right in front of a cop in a gas station. And then take all the beer cans out of the back seat and go throw them away, right in front of the fucking cop. It's just like, dude. I lost it that day. But I'm like, you're gonna get me fucking arrested. And I was in PT school, so it was just like, come on, like, I can't. And I had a kid. I'm like, I just can't do this shit, dude. And I think that I don't know. We ended up getting in an argument, and then I told him I was never taking him anywhere again. I was never going anywhere with him again, and I quit talking to him. So a few months later, he called and left a message on my answering machine. It was for Christmas. He's like, Merry Christmas. He's like, I miss hearing your voice. And I was just like, oh. So I called him right back. But that happened a couple times with us. It was just like too much. Too much. I was like, you are going to get me arrested. I don't like that feeling. I just don't like that. And he never had those problems. I probably shouldn't have worried about it because we never did have any problems. And we dealt with the cops a fucking lot. Mark and I never had problems with the cops. We never got arrested together. Ever. Gosh, I just thought of that. He was bulletproof. Him and I together were bulletproof against the cops. Because, oh my gosh, you know what I mean. Like, we had several encounters with the cops. He came to see me out in San Francisco and we got shook down by the flipping cops there. You know, true to form. It was like, sure enough, here we go. And it was so funny. This is a good story. We were in Golden Gate Park. Mark took a Greyhound out to California to see me. I bought him, it was New Year's. It was New Year's. It was P-Funk and Rat Dog at the Fillmore. 2 nights. Oh my gosh. This is a good story for... Wow. Okay. I'm getting nostalgic. Okay. Shizzle. Mark came all the way out to California to see me from Michigan on a Greyhound. I told him that I got him these tickets. I said, get your ass out here. And he did. He didn't have anything when he got there. But he made it. Sick as a dog. He was withdrawing from alcohol, all that. Like, we had to get him all set up, and it, you know, a couple hours to get Mark squared away, and then we were ready to go. But we had to get him everything that, you know, he was just sick as shit when he got there. But anyways, got him some booze, some cheap vodka. That was his thing, and well, actually it was peppermint schnapps, 100 proof for a long time, but then he outgrew that and went to vodka. I think it was cheaper. Maybe. Probably just easier on him. He was a pretty heavy alcoholic. Anyways, so it was New Year's, and he came out to California to see me. Oh, that was so amazing. That was so amazing. So I'm showing him around town. And this, at the time I was living homeless in San Francisco. And I had a 1972 Jeep Wagoneer. It was fucking amazing. I love that car. It was just the best. I got the suspension fixed, and it was like my dream car until the fan fell off and went through the radiator. But that was my fault too. Bad things happen when I get mad. Anyways, it was a great car. And Mark and I was showing him around, and we were at Golden Gate Park, and I was showing him the Giving Tree. And Andre, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, you do. You know the Giving Tree, Janis Joplin tree. It's right at the front of the park, right by the hill, by Hippie Hill, okay? I know you know San Francisco. I just don't know if you know the hippie sites like I do. Like Haight and Ashbury, you know, and fucking Hippie Hill and all that, Panhandle Park, and of course you do. You know all of that, right? You probably even know half the homeless people I know. Anyways, so I got my friends. As a matter of fact, this is that, those people I was apologizing to for the $100 I owe them because they fronted me 2 bags. So we got to the park, and I was showing, we each had a bag, or no, I didn't have one. I didn't carry anything because I had that search clause, and Putz used to like to strip search me a couple times a day. Like, this is no joke. That's no joke. So anyways, I never carried, but Mark had a bag, and this other kid that was running with us had one. And I was showing Mark the Giving Tree, and I think I was putting something in it. There was nothing in it, but for those who don't know, the story of the Giving Tree is Janis Joplin. It's this tree at Hippie Hill, at the Golden Gate Park, where it comes out on Haight Street, like the end of it. Anyways, there's this tree that has a hole in it, like a knot hole in it, and Janis Joplin started this thing. I'm pretty sure it was her that started it. She started this thing where she put stuff in it. So you put something in it, and then when you go to the tree, there would be some kind of prize in there. You could take that out and put something else in there and call it the giving tree. So I'm showing Mark the giving tree, and I put something in there, and of course the cops were watching me. They watched everything I did. I swear to God, they were just had nothing better to do except for just fucking follow me around and kill my dog and shit. But anyways, so the cops see me put my hand in this tree, and they thought it was like some kind of weird fucking scheme, like I was selling Mark a bag. They didn't recognize Mark, is what it amounted to. They thought Mark was a custody, and they thought I was just sold him a bag. It was so funny because of course they separated us, and they were trying to get me on sales and all this shit, even though I never hold anything on me, and even though this is my friend, they were arresting me for sales. Because he had a bag and they didn't know him, and they were saying he was a custody, and he's like, no, that's my friend. And they were like, well, if that's your friend, what's her name? And he's like, Elizabeth Ann Hartwick. And they were like, oh. So they let us go. But that was when it was just time to leave fucking town. I was so, like, the heat was just so heavy. And that was after the shows. We'd already been to the shows. So I decided to take Mark up to Humboldt and show him around there, because that's where I'd been hanging out. I just came down to San Francisco for the shows because of the cops down there. I didn't like getting strip searched a couple times a day. It was really fucking humiliating, if you want to know the truth. And gross, and disheartening. But that's over now. It doesn't matter. And literally those people are ceasing to exist. So that's great. Did I tell you I love these shoes? I flippin' love them. These are the best shoes I've gotten since I was a kid. Like, I think this is the best pair of shoes I've ever gotten. They are so light. They probably only weigh like, I don't know, like a pound. They definitely don't weigh 3 pounds. Yeah, they probably don't even weigh a pound. They're fucking light. Here, I'll take them off and I'll show you how light they are. Maybe you can tell by my strength and how I can bounce them. Bounce with me. Could ya? Would ya? Put your 2 lips on my woody, could ya? Okay, it's a pound. It's maybe a little over a pound. But you see how light that is? I mean, they're flipping light. Fucking light. I love them, Andre. Thank you so much. You make me feel so, like, cared for. You're, like, this real, like, nurturing father figure type. Father/mother figure. You're very fucking nurturing. I love you so much. God, I needed you. I fucking needed somebody that gave a fuck. And you're the only person that I've ever met that gives a fuck about me, really, when it comes down to it. Not to say people don't care, but not to the point of letting themselves suffer to make sure I have what I need. And that, my friend, you do. And I love you for that and much more. Because I don't really need food or clothing or nicotine or THC. But those things make me feel so much more cared for. and loved. I think you said something that really I was thinking about today that made a lot of sense. That I use weed to replace the lack of love in my life. You know, I've been smoking it since I was 12. It literally, like, the first time I smoked it, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is what I've always needed. And you said something about that. And I'm like, wow, that really hit, because it was like, that's exactly what kind of weed is to me. It's like a supplement love feeling, a feeling of being loved, cared for. It's a blanket. And it just makes me feel good. It doesn't ever have a downside to it. It's always good. It's always good for me. And I appreciate you for helping me with all that stuff. Like, a lot. It makes me feel horny. No, really. It's strange. You're making me into a submissive woman. It's different. I like it. I really like it. Okay, we won't call it submissive. We'll call it tame. Tamed. You've tamed me. Tamed the wild beast in me. No, I tame myself, but I tame myself just enough for you to be able to be around me, probably. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that wild streak I have. I probably scared you a little bit. But I'm better. I'm calmer, okay? It's gotta be midnight by now. Happy New Year! Love you guys. Oh, it is so good to be here with you all. All 0 of you. Shizzle. It's a good thing Andre's such a big tipper. It's our world. I swear to God, it's just our world. It is our world. It's just how we want it. Well, almost. Almost. We're getting there. Inch by inch. I don't know, it's weird. Like, I've got clothes folded and washed and, like, put out. And, I just feel this strong urge to pack. It's really, really strange. I guess Mercury retrograde is about to be over, so that maybe that'll calm things down on the X front. They can go back to normally scheduled programming. Or maybe after this full moon. I don't know. This full moon really got some people riled up around me. But it doesn't matter because I'm not dealing with it. I just kind of notice the phone calls and the texts and all that. I just noticed. But I really don't have time for it. And I also know that it would sidetrack me. Like I can't, I mean, I can, I do, and I do. If I'm on the phone, I'll just keep working, posting, and doing all my shit. But it is a little distracting. It's not as easy to get my stuff done. Especially if Andre's trying to talk to me. Then it's not possible to do it all well. So I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't want to. Can you believe I used to do stuff like that? Just because I didn't want to be rude. Like, I actually am a person that has never, ever ghosted somebody. Like, never. It would drive me crazy to ghost somebody. I don't even know how people do it. It would drive me fucking nuts. And now I'm just like, I don't ghost people because I don't tell people I'm gonna call them or pretend I'm gonna be there and just not be. But I just don't feel the need to answer texts or phone calls. It doesn't bother me not to answer. It used to bother me. It used to make me feel bad. Like, not like I owed them something, but like, I just wanted to make them, I didn't want them to be sad because of me. You know? But I'm sure they're not fucking sad. It's so funny because now that, like, looking at it from another perspective, they don't give a fuck. I'm sure they don't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck before. Why would they now? They're just gonna go on with their lives. They're not gonna worry about the fact that I'm not talking to them. They're not gonna fucking care. It's not gonna change their life in any way. Probably won't even change their fucking mood. Which is good. I mean, that's how I want it, but I'm just saying, it's crazy that there were times when I would really bend over backwards to do something for somebody that, like, literally, they don't even care. It's no skin off their back. They'll just move on to the next girl. Shit, whether I talk to them or not, they're gonna move on to the next girl. That's how they do it. Well, at least one of them. Two of them. The other one's just fucking dangerous. Really fucking dangerous. I shouldn't say that. Not for me. Because I have this force field around me. Most people, though, if they took those blows, they could probably die. It was like some kind of fucking Jackie Chan movie. I'm not kidding. Fucking flying kicks and shit. It was crazy. But I never really got hurt. I got pretty sore, though. A couple times I was fucking sore. Really sore. He made me a nice fire in the morning, so he thought I'd need it. So that was nice of him. He could do nice things. He's just fucking crazy. People are fucking crazy. And then to think, like, no apology, nothing like that. Just, I need you. Wow. So, and you know what's funny is like that, well, that would have never worked on me with that particular person, but like that might have worked on me with certain people back in the day. Like, I need you. I would have been like, fine. I would suffer, you know, but not anymore. And I would have never been like that with him anyway. That was just, I escaped with my life, barely. That was rough. That was pretty rough. But yeah, like a simple, like, I'm sorry would have gone a long way with me. But that is, it's not even registering with this person. It's not even registering that that might be a good way to start the conversation. Not, let's move in together. I need you. Um, that's all the agenda is really letting into my life right now. It's people like that. And a lot of them. Well, 3 of them. Seems like a lot, doesn't it? But I guarantee you with those 3 people, I would have no problem cohabitating with them right now. The agenda would let that go through. But to be with somebody that loves me, oh, hell no. Hell no. They are not letting that happen right now. Which is fine. The sex will just be that much better when I get it. Right, Andre? I can't stop smiling. I can't get that thought off my mind. Being with you again. I'll behave this time. I'll let you control the mood. I'll let you take me to church. You want to take me to church, baby? These dogs are crazy. You missing me? Sounds like my dog's missing me. My most loyal, faithful companion. It's alright, we'll be together soon. You're right here in my heart. You'll always be there. If our energy can travel that far, ooh, chills right in my heart. I've never gotten heart chills before. Ooh, that's weird. Have you ever gotten heart chills before? Wow. Heart chills. Crazy. My heart is just feels really weird right now. Like butterflies. Don't tell me that's some kind of medical condition. I got a bag of ice. It's a real treat. I haven't had a bag of ice in a while. I've been making ice and I don't really like the water here. Still haven't gotten, I've gotten more used to it, but I'm still not used to it. I'd rather the bagged ice. And seeing as we turned the ice maker off and there was no other ice, I had no choice. So now I'm really happy because, you know, it's amazing ice. It's the perfect crunch. And it tastes a lot better. I'll bet you my roommate's not coming home. I know I wouldn't at this time. Her and I were talking about that. It's like, you really just don't want to get the attention of the cops in the first place. Because the minute you have any kind of interaction with them, the chances of you going to jail are really fucking good. Your best chances of survival are to remain invisible to the police at all times. You do this by telling yourself you're invisible. And you also do this by not doing stupid shit like shooting guns in town, like shooting squirrels in town when you're on parole. Fucking dumbass shit. You just don't do shit like that. Because the minute you talk to a fucking cop, chances of you going to jail are very good. So for those of you who are younger and don't understand, haven't had enough interactions with cops to know that you're better off not interacting with them at all, please heed this warning. Cops want to arrest you. Don't call them, they don't help, and don't draw attention to yourself. They're not reasonable people. You can't reason with a police officer. Remember that. That's for my younger crowd, because people my age, they already know this. I know Andre knows this. Does he ever? Es no bueno. I'm so glad I get to throw those gnarly boots that I have out. Andre, you're the best. You're the best. The best, the best, the best. You're the best lover ever. I just love how much you care about me. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy. It makes me just, oh, I just want to eat you up. I really do. But I'll be good. I'll do whatever you want me to. I'll be your slave, baby. That's me. I'm Andre's sex slave. Love you, Bubba. Holy shizzle dizzle. I love you. God, I just love your energy. It's fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. My ears are ringing. Your ears ringing? Like crazy. Both of them. Some kind of information's coming in right now. What it is, I don't know. I feel like when I get the information and then I have to sleep on it. And then I take a shower and like, bam, it's right there. That's right, what was I thinking about in the shower? There was something that they were talking about, wanting me to talk about. I forgot about that. I had to download in the shower. Huh. It's totally beyond me. Like, I don't even have a clue what anything I thought about in the shower to reference it to. I was in La La Land. Per usual. I try to remain in La La Land if I can. Don't want to get too far off track and thinking. Gotta keep it light. Keep it light. Anytime you don't keep it light, you always regret it. I do. I'm just like, oh, I went way too far on that. Well, maybe not always. There's a few things that I'm like, when I'm dealing with justified anger, it's a little different. I'm always glad that I said the things I said. I don't take anything back that I've said, if anybody was wondering. I take nothing back that I've said. Nothing. It was all to the best of my knowledge. Everything I've said is how I feel about things that I know to the best of my knowledge. And I'm not too far off usually. If at all. So there's that. So yeah, I'm not sorry for anything I've said, and I meant it all. Right, Andre? He knows. He knows I meant it. I mean it. If I ever said I fucked your bitch, just know, I mean it. Although I've never fucked a bitch, but if I did, I would mean it. For real, I've never, whoever said that, I've actually never been with a woman. I'm not into it, why would I? I've had lots of women try, but it just never sat right with me. They don't have the right equipment. They're missing the most important part. That's a problem for me. Shizzle, I don't even do myself. Definitely not doing something or someone without the right equipment. If you know what I mean. Never have done that. Not that Steve didn't try to get me to, because he did. But there was no. There was no. There was a big no on that. At least I'm capable of saying no sometimes. Something I was noticing about reading my environment is the candles that I got from the dollar store the other day. They're orange. You know when you go to the dollar store, you kind of get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You're just happy whatever you get. If it's in the same category, like a candle, like prayer candle, because these burn for, I don't know, like 48 hours, which is amazing for a candle. They cost $1.25. And so these are the only candles I buy when I'm broke. Otherwise, I like scented candles, but they're more expensive, so. Although I probably would buy one if I went to Kroger, because they have them for $5.99, these watermelon ones. They smell so good. And those last forever. And that's a pretty good price on those. But anyways. So I go to a dollar store, and usually they're white candles. But this time all they had was orange. It's kind of like whatever they have. They're a bunch of orange ones. So, what does orange mean? I don't know. No, I'm just teasing. Orange is joy. Orange is the color of joy. It's also the color of God. It's supposedly God's color. Or Jesus. I don't know, God. Universe. Love. Seems like that would be pink. But anyways, orange is the color of joy. And it's also your sacral chakra, which is your joy center also, which is right in between your solar plexus and your root chakra. So it's like right in your like uterus area, if you're a woman. Or if you're a man, where your uterus would be if you were a woman. Just to make sure you understand. Sorry, I crack myself up. I know, it's terrible. It really is. But somebody has to entertain me over here, okay? They're like blacking you all out, so. It's just me, myself, and I tonight. They don't want me to have any friends on New Year's. No friends for you. That's alright, I know better. I know better because I have friends that are emailing me right now that can't get through. If that's not proof enough for you. But they're on here. They're watching. I'm sure they don't appreciate being called a zero, but whatever. Sure none of you do. I love you guys. It really bothers me when stuff isn't symmetrical. Why is it that it seems so much quieter in here when they don't let you guys talk? It's not like there's less people in here. There's just an inability for y'all to say anything. Or show your presence at all. It's so funny. I don't know why. I just thought they would have given up this by now. I don't know why. I know it's coming soon. Like, their like whole parade is about to come smashing down, and I'm not sure why they haven't noticed that, or why they're not haven't gotten bored of it. Like, why aren't they bored of it? Haven't they noticed that there's no stopping me? You can't stop me. There's no stopping me. You see how happy I am? See how high my vibration is? I know you're watching. I know it's killing you. I can feel it. Oh, shizzle. Oh, shizzle. She's ascending. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. Look at her. She looks like a totally different person. You're right. I am a totally different person. You don't even know me anymore. You've got no clue what you're dealing with. Yeah, you might want to turn around. That would be so much better for you. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit... I don't know the rest of the words. Little bit scared you're never coming around. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit terrified of something on the beat of my heart. Turn around, bright eyes, every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes, every now and then I fall apart. I need you now tonight. I need you more than ever. If only you're holding me tight, we'd be holding on forever. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start to. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart. Once upon a time, total eclipse of the heart. Do, 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 do. Turn around, bright eyes. Fleetwood Mac. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here. Better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. Ooh, don't you look back. What other good songs are there we should sing? I don't know. Nothing's coming to me. Stand my ground, won't be turned around. I'm gonna keep this world from fucking me around. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. I won't back. Hey, baby, There ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I know what's right. I got just one line. In a world that keeps on dragging me around, gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Nope. You think I won't perform to zero? You got me wrong again. You got me wrong again. I'm performing to myself and Andre, who I know is here. I know you guys are liars. He already told me he's here. You fucking freaks. I just want to know when the jig is up. When's the jig up? When's the jig up? We all know it's a jig. When is it up? I know it's soon. I know for a fact it's soon. And I've been saying it soon for a while. It just keeps on getting sooner and sooner. It's sooner and sooner. It's sooner. Sooner. Schooner. It's a sooner schooner. Is there somebody drunk in the room? Because I feel like I'm drunk. You guys gotta be drunk. Y'all are drunk. I'm feeling drunk. That's funny. Who is it? Who is in here that's all drunk? I know it's not my Andre. I suppose it could be, but I doubt it. No, it's not Andre. Andre and I are straight-laced. Okay, Andre's straight-laced. I try. I just do weed. I just do weed. That's pretty much straight-laced, though, in my opinion. Weed's better than alcohol, anyway. Like, way better. I tried stretching this out to see if I could get over my head so I didn't wear it at night. It's like not quite there. I shouldn't have tied it so tight or so small or whatever. I just wanted it. I don't know. I really honestly I don't like wearing jewelry, but I like to have a crystal on me. So I like it on a leather chain so it lasts forever. I can wear it in the shower, and I like it in the silver. So that doesn't, I don't lose the crystal ever. It's like this necklace is like bulletproof. But if I got another leather strap, I'd just make it a little bit longer so I could take it off when I'm sleeping. Because Andre says it makes it to where the 5G and 4G can get to you easier. And I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it wouldn't hurt to not have it on at night. That's kind of how I see it, but I don't want to cut it off because I want to have my crystal on. This is a Herkimer diamond in here. Which is a double terminated quartz crystal, which is twin flame. It's the twin flame gem, whatever you want to call it, crystal. And honestly, I've been not dying, I have been longing for the love of Andre my whole life, ever since I was a kid. So, if all I have is a crystal, it's better than nothing. I don't know, it gives me comfort. So I don't want to take it off. I don't want to cut it off. I know you understand, Andre. Well, it would probably, I don't know. It probably strengthens me anyway, though, right? It's like magic, like to have all the assaults on me. It just makes me stronger anyway, right? I mean, should I really hide from it? We're getting assaulted constantly as it is, aren't we? Just all the towers everywhere. I don't know. Andre, honestly, you're a lot smarter than me, so I should just listen to you. If I get a longer strap, I will take it off at night. You can take it off. Whatever you want. I'm here for it. Getting kind of hungry. I don't feel like cooking though. I don't know. I do have stuff I could cook. It's just, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some celery and peanut butter and raisins. That's probably what I'll do. I'll have that for dinner. I'll cook tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm probably gonna, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do like a serious workout routine tomorrow. I'm feeling like going on a major walk, but I don't know. I might just do a dance routine. Well, not routine, but you know what I mean. A dance sesh. I'm so like fortunate because I have a speaker and I have headphones and I have phone service. So I've got music. Like, it's just amazing. Technology is actually amazing. To be able to have all those things that back in the day, I guess I still had those things, but I had a cassette player. You definitely couldn't listen to any song you wanted to at any time. You memorized whole cassettes. I've got whole tapes memorized, like Prince Purple Rain. I have that whole thing memorized. I could probably sing you every Prince Purple Rain song. Only because when I listened to Prince, I had him on tape. Or George Michael. I know all those songs by heart because I had him on tape too. Michael Jackson, had him on tape too. I know all those songs. Billie Jean, that's my love. She's just a girl, says that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. I can't even get that tune. Dun, 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 dun. I used to just love trying to do like Michael Jackson dance moves when I was a kid. I used to moonwalk. I used to have moon pants. What else? In third grade, all my folders for school had Michael Jackson on them. Yeah, I love Michael Jackson and George Michael. Those two were my thing. And then the next year was Prince. Prince was fourth grade. Michael Jackson was like first through third. Michael Jackson and George Michael. I think George Michael was more like third grade, just third. Anyways. That father figure song reminds me of you, Andre. I just feel so protected by you. I love it. It kind of feels like, I'd imagine it would feel like to have a dad. Someone to look out for you. Someone that gave a shit. That's how I imagine it. Just like you are. Just right there. Well, a dad wouldn't be as great as you, but you know what I mean. You're father figure type-ish. You're like, gosh, I'm just seeing orbs everywhere, just spirits. Yeah, I went to the bathroom and I'm seeing, like, they're flanking me. I'm not kidding. I thought I was gonna run one over. I'm like, are you gonna move? I'm walking right into the bathroom, but they moved just enough to where like we're like touching. They are flanking me, like down, like they're always like in front of me, on the side of me, in the back of me. Surrounding me. They're not flanking me. They're surrounding me. And close. It's like, I don't know, maybe they've always been there. They're like an indigo color. Like a indigo and purple. And they look like pillars. That's what they look like. It's just like a pillar of purple, indigo light. And they move with me and they're surrounding me. They're like a force. Jesus. They're like surrounding me. They're like a force field. And I think they've probably always been there. I just never noticed them before. Or couldn't see them or whatever. Now I see it. Like there's like energy that just surrounds me and it moves with me. Maybe it's my aura. I don't think so though. It's like pillars of light. I don't know. I wish you could talk to me. It'd be nice to get feedback once in a while, but they're kind of jerks, aren't they? Anyways, you can give me feedback later, Andre. At least you can. You all can leave comments. I might see them. They delete most of the comments you all flipping right. That's okay. You know what's so funny? I've noticed lately is I don't care about the trolls at all, like at all. The stupid shit they say, I don't even like. I remember how I used to be like, I'd want to explain stuff to them, like, okay, you're slow. Let me spell it out for you. Remember that, Andre? And I tried to explain shit to him, and then I got to the point where I don't know. There was like a few day period in there. I just tell him to fuck off. Fuck you. I remember that. It was like 2 or 3 days like that, and then but now I'm just like, I don't feel any urge to respond to them, or I don't get upset. I laugh. I think it's funny. I think it's really funny, actually. I just think it's funny. It doesn't bother me at all. Remember how, like, they were trolling me so heavy? I was just like, I'm not even going to do shorts anymore because I was so sick of seeing their stupid shit. Like, now it doesn't bother me at all. Like, at all. It's pretty nice. It's like, honestly, it is a difference, though. I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Middle finger up. This is the nigga what you missing. I don't know what the words are. And I like how somebody said that one of the songs I said that I couldn't say the N word, and I didn't say the N word with the R. I said it with an A, and I was told by a black person I could say that if I was singing it with the song. I was given direct permission by a black person. I can sing the lyrics of a song if they say that. You can't get flippin'. Well, I guess you can get offended, but I'm not the one that wrote the song. So if you're offended, get offended with the person who wrote the song. I just enjoy music. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna censor the songs that were written by somebody else because people are so flippin' sensitive. Okay? And it's sensitive in a bad way, by the way. I'm sensitive in a good way. I don't get offended when people call me white or honky. Actually, no one's ever called me a honky. But if you called me a honky, I would probably laugh. But I definitely wouldn't care if you sang it in a song. I mean, come on. That's weird. It's weird. It just is. Okay? I'm gonna say it. It's weird. But I know it's just a stupid fucking troll. They're probably white. Whoever said that's probably not even black. You can't say that. You can't sing that word. Why? Sure, I was black in another life, okay? Think I was white every lifetime? I doubt it. That's funny though, because I've talked to two people about it. The first person is only half black, and he actually told me I could not. What did he say? I could mouth it, but I couldn't sing it or something. It was something weird, but he's like, basically, you can't, because you're white. And I was like, okay, no. Like, I disagree. And so I never stopped singing that word. I'm not going to say it, but I will sing it, okay? And, but then I spoke specifically to some black people about it. And they're like, that's not a problem. So it was only the half black person that has a problem with it. And the white people. White people have a problem with me singing that word. Only because they're fucking stuffy assholes. Who love to be offended. People just love to be offended. It's not my problem. I don't love to be offended. I just don't get offended. As a matter of fact, I don't even feel a tinge of being offended anymore. At least I haven't in a long time. I can't remember the last time I felt even a tinge of being offended. Like, whoa, I'm not going to get offended. Like, I don't even have to tell myself that anymore. I just don't get offended. Don't care. Don't care at all what you think. At all. Well, I care what Andre thinks. I really do care what Andre thinks. Other than that, I don't care at all. At all. What anybody thinks. It's pretty fucking nice. It's so nice. I used to think I didn't care what people thought. My whole life I thought that. But it was a progression. It was a slow progression of like caring less and less. Oh, I'm like in the negative caring now. I'm in the hole of caring. I don't give a shit at all. Nobody's shown me that they give a shit, so why should I care? You know what I mean? I guess that's why I care about Andre, what he thinks. Because he's shown me that he gives a shit. If he gives a shit, I give a shit. You don't give a shit, I don't give a shit. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. It's the law of reciprocity, I suppose, isn't it? You give a shit, I give a shit. You don't give a shit, I don't give a shit. It's easy. That's how it's supposed to go. I had that wrong. I was like, you don't give a shit? Let me make you give a shit. No, it doesn't work that way. You can't make them give a shit. There's nothing you can do that'll make them give a shit. Well, except for drop them like a hot potato, and then all of a sudden they give a shit. You wanna get somebody to fucking want you? You can't get over somebody? Fucking ghost them. Never look back. They'll be back. Definitely. That's how you get somebody you don't want. That's how you get somebody that doesn't want you. Isn't that weird? They want you when you quit wanting them. So if you're strong enough to just give up what you want most, it'll come back. The tricky thing, though, is that when it comes back, usually you don't want it. They gotta be really special, or you just don't want it after all that time. Huh, Andre? Yep. And I want it. I mean, I want it. For shizzle. I made a new number. This number's been popping up. I'm gonna do a short on it. 144. I've been seeing it so much, or a 414, or 441, or 144. I see it, or just 1144 even. I see it so much. It's crazy. I wish they were letting you guys talk. I wanna ask you some questions about your opinion, but whatever. I'll just talk to a friend later about it. My only friend. I shouldn't say that. I have friends now, actually. A lot more than I used to. I got more than one. Well, actually, I used to have 0 before Andre came along. There was 0. Then there was 1. And now I got another one. The other person that gives a shit about what happens to me. It's God. God made you all care about me at this time. He knew somebody had to. I was not gonna make it, probably. I mean, I would have made it, but in jail. That's how I would have been making it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Probably not. Because if I was actually legit homeless, I wouldn't even be anywhere near a jail that they could put me in. But since I have a place to stay. There's no reason to make moves. I can't imagine a better environment than the one I'm in right now, actually. Unless it was with Andre. That's the only way it'd be better. God set me up, like seriously. I'm so thankful. God and Andre set me up. Andre is God. My God. One of my gods. Oh, you look like a God too. You're so flippin' sexy. I was looking at you today. Still got your picture on my phone. Only one. I used to have a lot more, but I had a bad night one night, and I was just like, I was missing you, and I was like, that's it. I cannot. I deleted your number. I deleted your pictures. I was just like, that's it. I cannot see this shit anymore. Like, it was just so painful. It was really painful. It was just weird looking at the most perfect person in the world for me, and it was just like, not there. Not even close. So yeah, I used to have a bunch of pictures of you. And us, I had pictures of us together too for a long time. For years, actually. It was about 2 years ago I deleted them all. And your phone number, I deleted it. It was in my phone. Do you remember what you were under in my phone? Love Doc. Yep. You were my perfect match. I couldn't have you in my phone anymore. It's hard to look at perfect when life is so imperfect. It's just like, I can't. I just can't. And honestly, I thought if you were ever going to come back, it would have been right away. I didn't think you... I don't know. I expected to hear from you in the next, like, few months after we stopped talking. But I didn't, and so then I was like, ew. I didn't think I was ever going to hear from you again after that. I figured you just moved on. So... But yeah, after a couple of years of that, I just had to delete it all. And now I wish I hadn't. I wish I still had that stuff, but maybe not. I wish I at least still had those pictures that I took of us. You remember? I sent one to you, I think. Texted it to you or something. You made me so happy. That was a really happy time. I don't think this mascara is waterproof. I don't know. I didn't even look. I really don't want to cry. Oh, shit. even have a napkin or anything. It's alright, I'm gonna pull it together. I'm good. I don't know, that's probably something I should cry out later. That's weird. That was a rough time. I blocked that out. Shit. Oh, I can't stop it. Oh well. Hopefully my makeup's waterproof. We'll find out here in a minute. Who's in the room? This is definitely not my energy. Thank you for reminding me of that, Monroe. This is not my energy. You can get the fuck lost. I think it's your fucking ex. Andre. Feels like your ex. What's her name? I'm not gonna say it, but you know, fucking... I don't even know. I don't even know her stupid fake name now. I was just gonna say her real name, and then I'm like, no. And then I'm like, what was her fake name? Anyways, it's that bitch. That bitch is in the room. Desperately seeking Susan, bitch. She wants me to hate you so fucking bad. God, she wants me to hate you. It's not gonna happen. Don't you think it would have happened by now? You all are so desperate. You and your fucking parents. Fucking desperate pieces of shit, really. Just being honest. I like this setup. It looks good, don't you think? I love the candles. I love this backdrop. But I love having a backdrop right behind me. I love having the walls so I can lean back. And I've got decent clothes to wear. I love that. And makeup. The whole thing looks better. You did a really good job, Andre. You did a really good job. You're amazing. You're magic. Look what you did. Look what you did. From all the way over there. You transformed this whole fucking channel. And I love it. I love what you've done with the place. I really do. I think it's perfect. I would have made those changes earlier. I got sidetracked. You're so good to have around. You're always looking out for my best interest. You're never pushy. I love too how you always like say stuff. It's like you get me warmed up to you get me warmed up to an idea before you actually tell me that that's what you were trying to say. Or maybe you just hint around it and you're hoping I'll get the hint, but I'm just like, no, I'm not going to take that hint. And you're like, all right, well, I'll just say it outright then. But it's nice because I'm already a little warmed up to the idea because I already knew you were trying to say that. Oh, shizzle, I love you so much. You're doing a great job. You really are. I know your job is like literally to tame me. You don't think so? Calm me down a little bit? I think so. I'm pretty sure God tasked you with, okay, she's gonna go off the rails. She's gonna get really pissed about all this shit. And you're gonna have to reel her back in because we're a little worried about her. They were a little worried. They kept telling me, you gotta take care of that temper. And I'm like, what temper? I don't have a temper. They're like, you're gonna have one. You're gonna have one. And I'm just like, oh, I don't see that. But yeah. That went crazy when I found all that stuff out. I got so mad. And I mean, for good reason. And I was supposed to get mad. Like, I was supposed to get mad. We were in a war. That was a battle. It definitely touched down on Earth. It's like it happened in the 5D and then it came down and just dropped bombs in my life, at least. And then anybody who ever fucked me over got theirs. They at least got to hear the truth of it. And anybody else who would listen, which is a lot more people than they're willing to admit. But that's fine. I'd probably be more nervous if I knew how many people were listening. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd get nervous anymore. Do I? I don't know, you'll have to tell me. You probably have noticed if you see me nervous. You would notice, Andre. You notice everything. I love that. Oh God, who's that? I don't even know if I want to read it. That's a lot. Isn't that funny how somebody can get through? I don't even know who that is. I'm not going to say any weird names. You're trying to do something weird right now. What's your name? Okay, well, that's nice. And these glasses are kind of cute. They're not bad for $1. I told you that bitch was in the room. I told you. And I thought there were 0 people in the room. Zero plus 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 1,000, who knows? But you're blocking every message and you're blocking every fucking person in here. So it's probably fucking 1,000 people in here for all I know. I know a lot of people were listening to what I had to say before you started fucking with shit even more because you were already fucking with shit. You've been fucking with my shit since the beginning. Since the beginning. Family, people have always known who I am. It's really weird. It's really weird. I didn't even know who it was, but they've always known. They've always feared me. And it has something to do with this DNA upgrade that's coming. And it's coming soon. It's coming really soon. That's what I'm feeling. We're going to get a DNA upgrade that's going to make us superhuman. We're going to be fucking superheroes. I'm going to get to wear a cape. I haven't decided if I want a cape or wings. Probably wings. I don't know. But wings are kind of cumbersome. You don't need them to fly. So probably a cape. I want like iridescent. And I want an S. Spectra. Or Superwoman. Something like that. I want a Superwoman S on my costume. Okay? Whoever's sewing it, I guess I could sew it. If I found a sewing machine, I know how to sew, Andre. Yep. I know how to do a lot of things. Anything that would help make my life easier to be self-sufficient, I learned how to do. Sewing was one of them. I could use a sewing machine or do it by hand. But it's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. It's easier to go spend $5 at Salval. As a matter of fact, I talked my roommate into going to Salval. We're going to go to Salval. I'm going to look for dresses there. See if I can find... There won't be any cute ones, but maybe. Maybe I'll find like one cute thing. It's worth a shot, because at least the material would be... I could get... Well, actually, no. Dresses never are good material. I'm such a... I just love cotton. It's never in a dress, because it doesn't hold its shape. That's why. Oh well, I'll get used to wearing plastic. It's okay. It's okay. Ooh, maybe I can find a silk dress. Those are nice. Yeah, I can wear silk. Or rayon. Rayon's nice too. Anyways, someday I'll be able to have my costume made. It'll look like, you know what I want, you know that one, painting that I had as my profile pic on Hartwick Art? That's what I want my costume to look like. Something like that. I don't know why I'm talking about costumes, but oh yeah, because I'm about to be a superhero, and so are you. We're all gonna be superheroes soon. At least the people I'm talking to are. The rest of you aren't gonna exist anymore, so there's that. Oh. Yeah, and his name's not Yeshua, it's Manaru. If you want to know the truth. But I don't think you're into the truth. You're into the illusion that's about to cease to exist, so you're going with it. I tried to warn you. I mean, I didn't just try. I fucking begged, pleaded, did it for months. So I don't even feel bad at this point. That's kind of, I think, why God had you guys go so far. Is because he didn't want me to feel bad. And I don't. I don't. And I used to. I used to feel bad for my enemies because I knew what happened to them. God didn't want me to feel bad for these final enemies because they're going to get it so fucking bad. He does not want me to suffer because I've already suffered enough. And I used to just have this bleeding heart that I would have suffered so much from their demise. And so he let my enemies go on in a way that is just crazy. Between the murder attempts, the attempts on my son's life. And I'm talking of dozens of murder attempts. I don't know. That's pretty much where I would stop with it, because you can't. Everything else is just is nothing compared to that. Like, you tried to kill me a bunch of fucking times. So there's that. I forget where I was going with that. I guess I kind of got stuck on that. You keep trying to kill me, and now my ear's ringing like crazy. It's the old fucking crew, Andre. They're in the room right now. The whole fucking crew is here. They're all here. They all got bored. They all have nothing better to do on fucking New Year's but sit in my live and let me feel their energy. I don't really care, though. It's weird. It's not penetrating me in the way that it used to, where I felt dirty. I have, like, that force field I've been telling you about. It's keeping their energy out of my energy. I just know it's there. I can feel it. You know Andre exists. Everyone knows you exist. Didn't I block you yet? Oh, I did. What was I talking about? I have 0 people in the room, except for these people can come through and leave fucking messages, and they're pissed off because I'm calling them out who it is. It's fucking Julia Frick, for one, and her fucking nasty ass parents. That's who's in the room right now. And my siblings, they're in here too. And they're getting pissed because I'm calling them out. The thing is I wasn't going to say your name, but you won't leave me alone. So keep it coming. Didn't I block you? You're so fucking stupid. Oh, I fucking love you guys, though. I do. I kind of missed you in a way. They don't let any of my moderators in to deal with the trolls, but it is nice to have trolls back. God, it feels like it was feel a little lonely in here. Thank you guys. Thanks for showing up, Julia, and your fucking nasty parents and my siblings. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to have company. Because like I was trying to say, like I have this force field around me. Your energy does not make me feel dirty anymore. It doesn't. I just know you're here. That's all. And why would a random stranger come in here to fucking just troll me at, what is it, like 1 in the morning on fucking New Year's Day? Yeah, it's somebody I know, obviously. Julia. Or is that Mikey? There's Julia and Mikey are in the room. I'm pretty sure they both showed their face. But I feel fine. Thank you for asking, Andre. She's probably not liking how good I look these days. I didn't even have to look good for Andre to love me, though. He's in love with my soul. Can't fake that. Can't put lipstick on an ugly soul and make it look good. It just doesn't do it. Still stinks. It's stinky. I can't even smell you. That's how well I'm protected right now. I can't even smell you right now. I used to be able to smell you. Can't even smell that. I'm not even going to it. I just can't. Those were the good old days, though, weren't they? When I could just tell you what I thought. I mean, I still can. I just don't feel like it. Sing maybe I'll sing you a song or something. Think of a good song to sing you. It's time to say goodnight. Adieu, adieu, and you, and you, and you. Something like that. I feel alive in the sound of music. Something like that. I don't know the words. Hey, it's just my channeled music for you today. For my lovely brew crew, we'll call them the stew crew. You guys are on there stewing. You're stewing. Stewing. Thinking about probably jail right now. Court. The court date coming up. Yep. I know. It's what's happening. What do they call that? The axe is dropping. I feel nothing. Oh, I get chills. Oh my gosh, I feel sheer joy. Oh my gosh. Do you see me just sit straight up? Power. Where did that come from? I just got a power fucking upgrade. I just got upgraded. Oh, that was weird. Did you guys shoot magic at me or something? I just immediately transmute it. It doesn't even get through my force field, but I feel the power. I feel the power. Oh my gosh, that was trippy, Andre. Do you feel that? It's like all the way up my spine, all the way up to my crown chakra. Now my face is going numb. Oh my gosh. I'm getting serious upgrades and it's not even like, it's not affecting me at all. Like it doesn't hurt. This is weird. You guys are shooting magic at me. But it's just increasing my power instantly. I don't even feel the transmutation process anymore. Transmutation process anymore. I don't even feel it. I just feel this buzzing around me, like on my... Can you see the hair standing up on my arm? I don't know if you can see it. All the hair is standing straight up on my arm. My whole body is just tingling. That's crazy. That's crazy. You'll be okay. It's all right. You should have turned around. No, I don't feel sorry for you. I will never feel sorry for you. Ever. You literally don't exist. You don't exist. Only love exists. Only love exists here. Only love exists here. This is the new world. Only love exists here. Trippy. They've been giving me their powers, but I had to transmute them, and it took me a minute. It doesn't take any time now. I told you it was getting lesser and lesser. Now it's like a fucking zap, a lightning bolt of energy just given to me. It took the wind out of your sails a little bit, didn't it? I felt that. I felt that. Yeah. It's over. You're right, it's over. It's my new beginning. Thank you, Monroe. He's so helpful. Man, I got fucking chills. Unbelievable. Andre, this is fucking trippy. Seriously. This is different. This is different. Can you see that? My whole body. Goosebumps. This is a lot of energy. A lot of energy. It's like an energy dump. What is going on? What is going on? This is like an energy dump. Andre, are you feeling this? What's going on? They're being deflated. I'm getting an energy dump right now. My ears are ringing. What's going on? I'm starting to get like, whoa. I've got like, my spine is like electrified. My whole body is, but something happened. There was some kind of energy dump right into me. I'm not kidding. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I should go for a walk and see if I can fly yet. Oh my gosh, that was weird. Like, my DNA's upgrading. It's upgrading. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what's going on right now. I look different. I look so different. Things are changing. Things are changing quickly. It's the new year. Oh my gosh. It's because it's the new year, isn't it? Is the rest of the world ahead of us or behind us? Who starts? Who starts the new year first? Would it be Asia? And the US is like last? New York City or whatever? I don't know. God, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Sorry, Andre. I don't want to stop this, though, because I'm having fun. Oh my god. This is fucking weird. Oh my gosh, they're like, I have this crazy force field around me. It's purple and blue. I don't know if it's new. It's gotta be new. I never saw it before. Weird. Okay, now I'm like, I was hot because I walked to the store and stuff, but now I'm like cold because I got the chills. Big time. Big time. Here we are, we're in front of the camera again. They're still here. Can't stay away, huh? You must be tired, Andre. I love you. Oh, the chills. I think I'll take my shoes off. How are you doing, Andre? I didn't leave you alone with the demons too long, did I? Actually, they're not the demons. They are the principalities of hate. Did I leave you alone too long? I love you. Sorry. It's weird energy tonight, huh? I don't know. Maybe they've been here. I just was ignoring it or something. This is like their final try or something for the, I don't know, dude, this New Year thing has got, it's something. It's something to do with the New Year. Because I just gained a whole bunch of fucking powers. And my force field's impenetrable now. Well, at least it seems to be from these particular characters. As we know, I could fight it off anyway, but there's no need to fight anything now. I have I'm fortified. And they just fucking sent me a shit ton of power. Did you feel that too, Andre? I'm wondering, you probably get the same powers I do because we're so connected. You probably felt that. I'm so excited for the new world. I mean, we're already in it, but like, I'm just so excited. I'm starting to be able to get excited about it. Like, it feels like, you know how like, I don't know, when things are too far away, you don't want to get excited about it because it's just so far away. I don't feel like that right now. I feel like it's time, like I can get excited about it. It's time to get excited. And I feel like they know that too. That's why they're here. For their last ditch effort, but it's just like you just literally fucking destroyed yourself. You literally took all the wind out of your sails just now and gave me all your powers. Whatever you had left. And I know you guys mustered up everything you had for that. Because that was a lot. That was a jolt. You gave me all the energy you fucking have. All three of you. Maybe more. You know what, Andre? I think more of them came together to do this tonight. I think this was their like last ditch effort. Because it was so much power in that. Did you feel that, Andre? God, there was so much power in that. It must be more than just them working in tandem. Like they're all working together. I don't know who they're working with. They're bosses, I guess. I don't even care to figure it out. I could pull out some cards and try to figure it out, but I don't care. I just don't. I just think it's really, I'm just thinking it's interesting how that just happened. That never happened before, so. Hold on a second. I want to see if I can find the nail polish I just bought. Thinking about painting my toenails. I don't know where I put it though. I might have stashed it somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, it's not in there. Huh. I don't know what I did with it. I don't remember seeing it. Maybe I didn't get any. I don't remember, no. I thought I did. Oh well, I'll be at a dollar store again eventually. I don't know why, but I just can't. It's like if it's not the dollar store, I don't want to buy shit. It's just too expensive. Don't need it that bad. Can live without pretty much everything except for Andre. And he's proven to be necessary for my survival. To those who think he may not exist, he's the whole reason I'm fucking existing. He is the reason for my existence. Man, I thought I had... I guess not. I guess I'm not painting my toenails. Oh well. Sorry, I'm like not sitting on camera. Well, I found my toenail clippers. I can at least clip my toenails. I just can't paint them right now. It's so weird. I could have swore I got some. Oh well. So are you guys like just all hanging out together, trying to whip up some super duper magic potion? Or are you guys like in separate places, just hanging out on my channel? How does this work? Kind of curious. Because I can feel you all here. You're all here. You're my biggest fans, I think. At least you used to be. When my channel first started, you guys were my biggest fans. Thank you for that. Got Andre's attention. You had to come in and be my hero. Save me from you trolls, you evil trolls. I'm like so careful. When I cut my nails, I hate getting ingrown toenails. Drives me nuts. I don't know, when you were a doctor, Andre, if they made you cut patients' toenails. Yeah. When I was working at the hospital, only doctors could cut patients' toenails, because with diabetes, if you get a ingrown toenail, you can lose your fucking leg over it. Shit, you could lose your life over it. So they only let doctors clip toenails. Because you got to cut them straight across. You don't want to cut it down, because then that corner will grow up and into your nail. You don't want to cut them too short. You don't want to cut them down on the sides. I guess probably everyone knows that. But I didn't for a long time. I had no idea. I've been thinking about I've always been so like into the Irish culture. Like I used to always wear a what are those called? The rings with the heart and the crown and the two hands. I forget what those are called. But I used to always have one of those. Like if I lost one or one broke, a lot of times I'd break them because I just would wear them until they broke off. I've had like 4 or 5 of them though. I used to always just, it was one of those things I always wore. And then I quit wearing rings altogether. So I haven't worn one since. But yeah, I forget why I quit wearing rings. Must have been a weird day. Because I just quit wearing rings altogether. I used to wear rings. Sorry, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. They're driving me crazy. And I got this one nail that's like split off and hanging. It keeps on getting snagged. It's driving me nuts. It hurts. Actually, it's probably infected. Because I've just let it go for so long. I have a high tolerance for pain. Which is a good thing because people love to inflict pain on me. You all have no idea how fucked you would be if you went through the amount of shit that you've put me through. You would be so screwed. You don't have big enough balls to handle my life. You got baby balls. Baby balls would never make it with my life. You gotta have big cojones for this one. There's no messing around. No padding in myself. You're about to find out what that's like, though. Monitor just promised me that, actually. You're about to find out what it's like to have the pain that you enjoy inflicting on people inflicted on you. Oh, that feels better. Thanks for being patient with me while I clip my nails. I really wanted to paint them. That really blows. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I have to stretch my back out now. So annoying. I'll find it. It'll turn up. Right? Let me look in this bag. I don't remember putting it in here. Look, I got from that package I got in the mail. From the clothes that the non-existent Andre bought me. I got these bags. So I put my cards in bags so I could put them in a bag. Carry them easier. This bag is nice too. Alright. No nail polish. It's weird. Hold on, I'm gonna look one more spot. Nope. You know what I want to do? Just strike it rich and go get my nails done. That's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably why I can't find the nail polish, because I'm too rich to go or to paint my own nails. Just have someone else do it. Wait, I just threw out a okay. That's better. So quiet. Why are you guys so quiet? Oh, that's right. I fucking deleted you. Oh yeah, I deleted you. It's nice though. The piece is nice. It was a good little reminder of how important I am though. You know what I mean? Andre? Chills. Yeah. Major chills going up my spine. I love this backdrop. It's fucking perfect. I hope this tape lasts a while. I taped the sides on this one though too, so it would be nice and smooth, so maybe it'll, and it's smaller, so it'll probably hold up longer. You know. I got crayons out, I've been coloring. That's been fun. Although crayons don't color that good. I've noticed people that use crayons to do like cool pictures, they usually melt them so you can get like good color off them. I just thought of that. I should be melting them. That'd make it better, probably. I've never tried it. I've never really used crayons to do serious drawing with until like yesterday. And I'm like, crayons fucking suck. I'm like, they must have, I don't know, I think they were heating them or something. Because they were making cool ass shit with crayons. Oh yeah, candle. That would work really good, actually. I'm gonna try that real quick. I'm just curious. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a number. What number have I been seeing lately? That I haven't written down yet. Did I do 122 again? That number I see yeah, I did do it. I just haven't looked it up yet. 134. I haven't done that yet. I see that all the time. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can't make these crayons work awesome. I love my numerology Rolo deck. It's flippin' amazing. Should have done this a long time ago. Such a like save on time so much, because it's like I go through certain numbers and then they go away and then they come back. Like 134. Well, it's kind of a mainstay actually. I've been seeing 134 for about a year now. And it's supposed to mean divine union. Or at least I got that in one of the definitions. And I know I've been uniting with my divine for a while now. Ooh, that doesn't take long. Oh, that is nice. It's like a Connie crayon when you do that. Oh my gosh. I just found the secret to drawing with crayons. That's coming out so nice. Dude. I'm gonna have to buy some crayons. I love them. Look how nice that color's coming out. It's like I was coloring with these crayons and it's like I could barely get any color out at all. And it just has to be a little bit warmer. Oh, this is so nice. Have you ever drawn with a Connie crayon? They are really smooth and you can blend them and stuff. They're oil pastels. It's another name for them. But anyways, they're really nice to draw with. They're really smooth, but they're fucking messy. And I hate messy when it comes to art. Like charcoal or oil pastels, I fucking hate it. I don't like being all messy. And plus it's hard to keep your drawings clean. So anyways, but I love the Connie crayons because of the way you can get the color really rich and stuff. A lot better than with regular crayons. But this is like Connie crayon style. But it's regular crayon, so it's not going to be all smudging everywhere. And I'd imagine if I melted 2 at a time, I could get them to blend just like you do with Connie crayons too. Or at least close. This is beautiful. I love crayons now. Because they're pretty sturdy, medium. I like things that stand the test of time. Like my favorite thing is sculpture, because, you know, like metal sculpture or stone sculpture, really, because it lasts forever. And I like acrylic paints because they last forever. And now I like crayons because they pretty much last forever too. That's flipping cool. It doesn't look bad at all for a crayon. It almost looks like a colored pencil or Connie crayon. I'm loving it. Go through crayons a lot faster, but not too much. Well, this candle wants to go out. It's got too much wax in it. Well, Andre, you wanted me to start doing more drawing for artwork. I was like, nope, I don't have my paints, but now I have these crayons. I'm all about it. Well, I'm just going to be doing numbers for now, but who knows what I'll get into now, because I got crayons. I can't believe how cool they are. I have seen some cool crayon drawings, and I remember going, how'd you do that? And they're like, you have to melt them. I just never did it. That's fucking amazing. I mean, seriously. Crayons are always available. Like, that's like another thing. I thought I was going to have to, like, give up on art, because it's like I'm never going to have... I'm living out of a flipping backpack. I can't carry around canvases and paints. But you can go into any house and find fucking crayons. Broken crayons. I don't know why, but that excites me. Small things excite me. The fact that I can make art with crayons, regular crayons, is flipping amazing. As a matter of fact, it was just earlier today, or yesterday, I was thinking, I'm like, I'm an artist. It was today. It's like, I'm an artist, why can't I think of some, I can create with anything. I just have to think of something to use to create something with. And so I was just like, okay, You know, I was kind of like, okay, I don't have my canvases, I don't have my paint. What do I have that's like, I could make something with? And then I got sidetracked. I didn't really get much further with it. But now it's crayons. It's fucking crayons. I got all the colors I could ever want. Plus you can blend them when they're melted. And I've got candles to melt the shit. I've got these little tea lights that I'll use. This is gonna be fun. You know what I could do? I could finish, yeah, I'm gonna finish that tarot deck I started. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of small. Really, those crayons, I'm gonna need at least a big piece of paper. I don't know. I'll think of something. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Because what else am I gonna do? But yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I thought about an art project. I get excited about art projects, like super excited. I just haven't had supplies, so I've been telling myself I don't need art. That's how I do it. But now that I have supplies, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna make? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Like, literally, I have paper and I have crayons. I can make artwork now. And I have candles to melt the crayons. Because there's no reason to draw with crayons. Otherwise, it looks like shit. It drives me nuts. You can't get a concentrated color. Why is my back so upset? Oh, you know what? I have a leaf. I'll take some of that. Oh, and I have muscle rub. I'll use some of that. See? God loves me. I have everything I need to take care of this back problem that I have right now. It's all because God loves me. Right, Andre? I've got God loving me, and then I got Andre loves me even more than God. This stuff is so good. Hopefully I can reach that far up. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, my back is like spasming hardcore. It's like hard as a rock. My erector spinae muscles are hard as a fucking rock. They're like pissed. I hate that. At least it's not my disc or my nerve root. It's not that bad. It's just muscle. This is actually helping already. I went through my cards and got like rid of half of them. I would just get rid of them all, but it's like as soon as I don't have them, then I want them, so I just can't. There are things that it's easier to find answers to with cards. I just don't really care that much about those things anymore, but sometimes I guess I do, you know, who knows. It's definitely nice to have them when you want them. It sucks only having one deck when you want to do a read. It like really sucks. It's like very limited. You're so limited. Because I read with the pictures a lot. So if you only have the pictures in one deck of cards, like, you know, there's not as many messages coming through. I kind of prefer to just read my environment and talk to Monru at this point, because Monru's right here, and half the time I come on here, he's got stuff he wants to talk about anyway. He hasn't as much lately. He really hasn't been around as much. He's like, you know, he hasn't been saying, oh, say this, say that. He's just kind of been gone or chilling or whatever. He's serving justice, he said. That's what he's been doing. He's making sure everything gets taken care of right. He must be in a lot of places at once. Because I'm sure that I'm not the only person whose spirit guide he is. I'm sure there's a lot of people he's their spirit guide. And he's with me all the time, so he's definitely in more than one place at a time. I mean, so are we, so that would make sense, but he's got a major plan going right now. A major operation, he said. It's not a plan, it's an operation, he said. Oh, he's cute. I love him. He reminds me so much of Mark. I think I've said that a million times. My hips are sore too. Probably from sitting Indian style too much. Really, even sitting in the bed doesn't help. Probably I'm sitting too much, that's what it is. Need to sit less. Start dancing more. Dance more, sit less. I'm seeing lots more friends of mine popping up on Facebook. It's kind of cool. They're coming through. It's not like they're just now popping up. It's that they've been blocked for a long time, because they're people that used to respond to my stuff a long time ago, and then they just quit, and now they're doing it again. So I'm pretty sure it's just some weird release on the control. I'm not total release. It's not a total release, and that's what's weird. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. Like, why half-ass put shit through? If you, why do it gradually? I'm sure it's like trending towards me getting everything back. But why just a little bit at a time? They don't want to shock me. They don't want to shock me with all of the feedback I get. Okay, yeah. They don't want me to notice what they've been doing. So they're trying to slowly trickle the shit back in. Okay, got it. That's what Monitor just said. So there's that. I just love it. It's like, I don't know. That's the main thing, is like, I just don't really have any questions. The minute I ask a question, he's like, yep, it's right there. I shouldn't say that. Sometimes he's like, I'm not telling you. He's kind of bratty sometimes. He didn't like that very much. He, likes surprises, he said. He likes people to be surprised. Mainly the enemy. He wants the enemy to be surprised. And with my big mouth, no one's gonna be surprised if he tells me what his plan is. He's right. I do have a big mouth. It's part of being a truth teller. It's like all or nothing, you know? That's why I'm really quiet, actually, a lot. Because if I speak, you know, it's all or nothing. It's all the truth when I speak. And sometimes it's hard to say anything when you're like, there's certain things you shouldn't say. So it's like, yeah, to me, it's just all or nothing. I'm either going to tell you or I'm not. Because if I try to tell you half the story, it doesn't work for me. I just don't know how to do those kinds of things. I tell stories and I tell all of the details I can remember so that it is exactly what happened to the best of my knowledge. And to do that your whole life, to veer from that, like literally, I swear to God, it's fucking impossible. I can't just tell half of a story. I can't. I mean, I can, but it doesn't always work out. It's weird. I'm getting better control over my mouth than I used to have. I realize now that there's some things I shouldn't say. Whereas, you know, there was a large portion of my life where I was just like, if it comes to my mind, I should say it. You know, unless I was in a work environment. And that, of course, I would try to keep that to a minimum if I could. I haven't sat and talked to you for a long time on a live like this. I feel like I'm boring you guys. I haven't talked your ear off like this in a while. It's like a slumber party. Wanna play truth or dare? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. I used to love that one when I was a kid. We used to get that to work. That worked. That worked. That fucking worked. That was crazy. It didn't work every time, but when it worked, oh my God, it was just like, we dropped somebody because it was so like weird. I didn't. I don't freak out like that. I just don't. As a matter of fact, me and my roommate were talking about that today. My roommate and I were talking about that today. But yeah, everybody freaked out because the girl just lifted up off the ground and we're like, eh. And I'm like the only one there with my hands under her and she fell. but she didn't get hurt or anything. But what else? There's something else I was gonna tell you about. Oh yeah, about my roommate and I talking about. She's like, you know what's weird? She's like, I was kind of buying into the doom and gloom thing today, and then this major shit happened, and it was like, it actually got me back on track. She's like, it's weird. She's like, when everybody else is stressing out and running around like a chicken with their head cut off, she's like, that's when I'm at my best. And I was like, yeah, me too. I was like, that must be something to do with being a starseed. Like, it's like when you get really stressed in fight or flight mode, your oversoul kicks in. That's like our distress call. And oversoul kicks in, and then we perform flawlessly under serious stress because it's like our distress call. Oversoul kicks in, and bam, we get through it. Like, I've noticed that. That must be what it is, because I've noticed that. I definitely am the most calm in the most stressful situations. Like, I just really zone in and focus at those times. And I'll look around, and people around me are like literally pissing their pants. They're so nervous they're frozen, stuff like that. That does not happen to me. I'm the opposite. Everything, when it's a super, super stressful situation, everything all of a sudden goes into slow motion for me. Everything's in slow motion. I'm completely relaxed, and I can easily do whatever needs to be done in the time allotted to prevent the tragedy. It's like time almost stops. And I'm like, okay, I just have to, like, my reflexes are insane, and it's not even like I can move so much faster. It's that time slows down so I can move fast enough to react. And yeah, time bending, I guess. It does come in handy. Interesting. I've been talking about that for the past couple days, the whole time thing. It's kind of on the collective mind right now or something. Or that's what we're learning about collectively, is about how time works. We've been learning about that. Like, first it was about the multidimensionality of things. And now it's like how you bend time to work to your advantage. Because it doesn't exist, so you can make it however you need it. And it automatically slows down when you go into fight or flight. It automatically slows down to a snail's pace. So you can figure out what's going on and correct it. That's crazy. Just crazy how I've always known that, but never thought about it like that. I've always known that to be true, though. And so is my friend. We were just talking about that today. It's like weird. She's like, actually, all this crazy shit that happened today actually helped me to get my head together. Because I am like really good under stress. Like high stress, I'm really good. I just focus so fast. I'm like, yeah, me too. She's like, nobody else is like that. I'm like, I know. Like, it must be a starseed thing. Chosen one thing. Because, yeah, I don't know. So there's 144,000 chosen ones, and then there's millions of others like us. And then there's the humans, and then there's the reptiles. Well, the reptiles are all gone already. Here's another question I had. Not that any of you, not Andre, you remember what I talk about anyway, so. Here's another question I have. So these clones that they're making of the what were once the reptiles that have been defeated and replaced with clones to address the illusion for the people who are not awake yet. This is my understanding of what's going on right now. Do these clones know that they're clones? Or are they like just implanted with these memories and they think they're that person? Yet their bodies don't function for more than 4 years. I don't know, I'm just curious. Somehow I kind of feel like they don't know. They're just implanted with the memories. Because the bodies only last for like 4 years. Kind of like a clone sheep. That the clone sheep didn't live for very long either. Like they haven't figured out how to make clones live very long. So if they can't even live very long, they're obviously not like high, you know, they probably don't have high cognitive ability either. They're just slowly deteriorating. Like they get this kind of like pretty close memories implanted and then it just deteriorates from there. Therefore, the clone wouldn't know they were a clone. I wouldn't think. They don't have the capacity to know. If human beings don't even have the capacity to know who they actually are, you know, if starseeds even, I mean, we didn't have the capacity to know who we were. Not really. So clones, I'll bet you anything, don't know that they're clones. But that really explains why Biden's always like stumbling around like he has no fucking clue what's going on. Because he really has no clue what's going on, probably. He's literally a dummy. Just like a lot of the people in Hollywood. And it's so crazy how it's like, with the way the world has been set up, how people with like the least amount of talent get the most amount of notoriety. I mean, not in all cases, but I mean, if you just look at the music industry, for instance, I see a lot of shows. I'm really into music. And even like in Austin, I saw like dozens of bands a night. Like I've seen a lot of different music. What was the point of that? Oh yeah, the ones who make it are not the most talented by any means. I mean, some of them are. I'm not going to say that like across the board that's true, but for the most part, a lot of those people are just propped up. The one-hit wonders, all those, I mean, they're just props. There are so many like really talented musicians that don't get any recognition at all. Same with artists. With, you know, like painters and sculptors. It's the same thing. The ones who are very successful, they're like propped up. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you. I'm treading on dangerous territory right now because all art is beautiful, but a lot of the very famous artists, in my opinion, are not the most talented by any means. By any means. They're not the most creative. They're not. They're literally the most tame. The most simple. The least provocative are the ones that you'll see in galleries and museums. I'm honestly not impressed very often when I look at paintings in a museum. There are some artists I'm really impressed with, but not many. The art that I find to be really great is like usually like in subways or on the sides of trains. That's the stuff that's just mind-blowing to me. Not the weird design concepts that you see in museums and galleries. It's weird design concepts that wouldn't make it onto a bathroom wallpaper, let alone my wall. Like my family room wall. You know, I don't know. What's my point? My point is, it's crazy because what the agenda has managed to do is prop up a lot of people that have no talent and put them in these positions, like with this illusion that they're talented. And a lot of people buy into it. I don't. Andre doesn't. That's all about to change, though. And the people who've been propped up and they're acting like they're doing a job that they're not talented at all. They could be talented at it, but they're too much of a people pleaser to really be talented at anything. You can't create and be worried about what everybody else thinks. You can't. It stifles it. Any artist will tell you, if you're doing art for money, it's not art anymore. You can't call it art if you're doing it for money. It's not art. That's like saying art is God, okay? Art is creation, it's love. You can't buy love. You can't sell love. It doesn't have a price. It's priceless. So the minute you start to try to sell that shit, you take the love out of it, and it's not art anymore. It's not a creation. It's a fucking... It's garbage. It's fake. It's a replica of art. But it's not actual art. It's mimicking art. But it's pretty much as good as a print you get at flippin' Marshall's. I'm very careful about what I do with my art for that reason. Not just that reason. Most of the reason I'm careful about what I do with my art is because I do not want to ever make it not enjoyable. It's so sacred to me that I will not jeopardize it being not enjoyable. Like, I don't take commission pieces. I just don't do that stuff. If it's not enjoyable, I won't do it. That pretty much goes across the board, though, in my whole life, every single area. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not doing it. And lo and behold, that's actually what you're supposed to be doing. I didn't know. I just thought I was incompetent. How come everybody else can deal with this shit, but I can't? Like, how come everybody else can make this work, but I fucking can't? I thought it was me. But lo and behold, I was doing it right the whole time. You're not supposed to do things that you don't enjoy. You're not supposed to do things that make you feel bad about yourself. You're not supposed to. So I was doing the right thing, quitting all those jobs. And dumping all those boyfriends. Fuck, husbands for that matter. Fuck that shit. I was doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing. Yet the whole time, everybody around me was telling me I was doing the wrong thing. No, you stick with jobs you don't like. No, you stick with husbands you don't like. That's how you do it. I'm like, I can't do it that way. It's not in my constitution. It's just not. I can't make myself miserable on purpose. I can't not eliminate things that are making me miserable. My life was meant to be enjoyed or rejected. I wish I'd gotten started earlier, actually. I mean, I was pretty good about it, I guess. I didn't let anything go on way too long. But a lot of things should have stopped within, within a week. Shouldn't have taken 3 fucking years. That looks stupid, but whatever. We all make mistakes, don't we? I'm a sucker for love. And if somebody tells me that they don't love me, I'll say, yes, you do. How could you not love me? And I'll try to remind them of why they love me. And I do that for a few years sometimes. I've gotten better about that, though. I don't do it at all anymore. Thank God. Thank God. Like, I literally do not care. I just don't. That's why I'm cured of alcohol. It's because I don't care. I drink alcohol to make me not care. I don't care now, so I don't need alcohol. I have no inkling, no cravings, no taste for, no nothing. Like, even New Year's, I go to a liquor store and not even halfway think maybe I should get something to drink. It's New Year's. No. Don't. Don't want it at all. Because I drank it so I wouldn't care, because I cared too much. But now I just don't care. So there's just no need. There's no need to get stupid for anything. I hate being stupid anyway. Alcohol just makes you stupid. It makes the people that are sober around you stupid just looking at you. It makes them more stupid just looking at you. That's why I stay away from fucking people that drink anymore. It'll force me into drinking. If I try to hang out with people who are drinking, I'll drink. Only because I can't stand how stupid they are when I'm sober. They're too stupid. And if I'm going to tolerate them, I'm going to have to drink with them. So I'm not around people at all that drink. At all. I can't tolerate it at all. Let's just face it, I can't tolerate people in general. Especially if they've been drinking. It's like, oh, fucking hell no. Or especially if they try to hug me. I'm done. I'm done. I'm leaving the room. I'm such a fucking bitch. I can't. I just can't. I'm not mean about it, but I'm leaving the room. I'm not gonna be around drunk people or people trying to fucking hug me. No, thank you. Or people trying to talk small talk with me. I don't tolerate that anymore either. I'll leave the room. I'll duck in the grocery store. I will not talk to people. Like, hey, how's it going? What have you been up to? How about that weather? Have you heard from so-and-so? How's your parents doing? No, I'm not wasting my time like that. No fucking way. It's just dumb. such a waste of energy. It's more than, it's not even the time, it's the energy. What a waste of energy. And for what? Who even feels better after those conversations? Do you? Doesn't make me feel good. It's so meaningless. It's like a one-night stand, you know? It should feel good, but it just doesn't. Seems like it'd be nice to communicate with somebody in that way, but it... You know what Mark used to always say? What did he say? You go in feeling good, he says, but you always leave with your head down. That's what he told me. Whenever I'd have one-night stands. He goes, you go in feeling good, but you always leave with your head down. And I couldn't fucking disagree with him. Couldn't argue that fact. He was right. I never walked away with my head held high. It never felt good. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh yeah. I was relating one-night stands to small talk. Same thing. They both suck. One-night stand's a little bit worse probably, but not much. Because at least one-night stands seem somewhat enjoyable at the time. Kind of. You could perceive it that way if you really wanted to. If you bent the truth a little bit. I'd trick myself into loving it. And then I'd be like, shit, I didn't really like that much. Fuck. That's what Mark would remind me of. He was such a good friend. He did not mince words. He did not. And he told me. It's just like you, Andre. He told me. He didn't have a problem telling me the truth. And I appreciated that. Because most people don't tell the truth. They'll tell you lies to hurt you, but they won't tell you the truth that might hurt you. Is that not weird? It's because the truth busts through some kind of barrier to God. It lets the light in. No matter what it is, it lets the light in. Because that's why I'm important here. I haven't been really feeling like I'm doing much. But, I mean, I'm doing a lot for myself. I feel fine. But, I haven't managed to turn any of my enemies, I don't think, or anything like super special like that. I haven't healed the sick, and I don't think. Haven't walked on water yet. Yeah. But I did figure out how to use crayons to make beautiful art, and that's something. I've manifested stuff instantly before too, which is something. And I've manifested everything eventually, which is actually something too if you think about it. I get everything I want. Eventually. Good point, Manaru. That's a really good point. He's right. I get whatever I want, eventually. I've never been disappointed and not gotten what I wanted eventually. I mean, yeah, I can't stop people from dying. But I think eventually I'm going to bring them back to life. Put them back in a body at least. I understood him right. And that's what he means. Eventually I'm going to get everything I ever wanted. Some of it takes more time than others. And some of it I've gotten instantly, like you just said, because it was an emergency basis. Literally, I've manifested shit instantly, but it was an emergency basis. The things that aren't an emergency are orchestrated by Monroe and the rest of the universe, but mainly Monroe is my main orchestrator. He's like the whatever, I don't know. He's helping me steer this ship. He's my co-pilot. That's what he is. Monroe is my co-pilot. I forget where I was going with that too. I think I'm getting tired. You getting tired, Andre? Alright. I guess I'm gonna sign off for now. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much. I'll get on Facebook. I'll get online and talk to you if you're still up. Still want to talk. I love you so much. Yeah, it's like I talk and then you talk. It's a weird way of having conversation, but hey, we make it work, don't we, buddy? Fucking love you so much. See, I say I'm gonna say goodbye and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. It's weird. I feel awkward when I know that there's way more people than just you watching, and then I feel somewhat rude by just addressing you. It's hard not to, though. It's really hard not to, because it's like the only time I can just freely speak, you know? Alright. I love you, baby. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow to see you. I love you, everybody else, too. Thank you so much for being a witness to my life. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love every single one of you. And thank you to all my trolls who decided to join me today and make me feel so special. I just really appreciate you. Yeah, I love you the most. Andre. You have my full attention. I will see you soon. Bye, baby.